Welcome to ACEC Spotlight Podcast, where we celebrate the stories and expertise of our members. These members are leaders who are shaping the future of executive coaching. I am Dr. Elie Daher. I'm the president of ACEC, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with Sam Doying, founder of Enduring Presence. Welcome, Sam.
Thank you.
Sam is an executive presence coach who helps professionals grow their influence, lead with confidence, and stay true to themselves without playing politics, burnout, or pretending to be someone they're not. Sam has decades of experience spanning over consulting, Fortune 500 leadership, and coaching. Sam has developed a powerful human centered approach to leadership presence that resonates with leaders at every stage of their journey. Welcome again, Sam, to the ACEC Spotlight.
Well, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure having you here, and especially that you're a new member to ACEC. So, welcome on behalf of ACEC as well.
Thanks.
So, I'd love to start here. How do these experiences outside the coaching shape the way you think about presence and influence?
When I first went into consulting back in the 90s, I was a finance expert, which just meant I had a few years of finance experience and a degree in finance. I joined as a subject matter expert, but within a year or two, my clients were already ahead of me. I'm not a subject matter expert kind of guy.
Mm.
I don't like going to symposiums. I don't like reading that much. And so I'm behind and I don't have a subject matter expertise. So every year at my annual review, I'd be marked down for not having a subject matter expertise. And every year I would tell my boss, this year I'm going to develop supply chain, or this year customer relationship management, or systems integration, or mergers and acquisitions. And eventually, after about 5 years of this, he stopped and said, you know, stop telling me this. You're never going to be any of those things. Your subject matter expertise is people. So treat it like a
Mhm.
subject matter expert would and develop your skills. People like working with you. You build trust-based relationships. You like developing people. Treat that as your expertise. And I'll tell you, that changed my trajectory. It changed my life, really. I was
Nice.
finally able to do something that I loved, whereas before I was doing something I didn't love and doing people kind of on the side.
Mm.
So I took that and ran with it. I had a number of uh, positions after that weren't people related specifically, but I learned my lesson and was able to ask myself, is this action I'm taking going to help somebody? Is it going to help my team? Is it going to help my clients and customers? And I've taken that approach ever since. And you ask about how it ties into save or singing. Um,
Yeah.
I just, I want to help people in one way or the other. It's why I went into coaching about 7 or 8 years ago, uh, so that I could do full time what I really enjoy doing. All those other things that you mentioned are sort of outgrowths of that as well. I'll tell you about consulting again when I joined
Hmm.
consulting. And the reason a lot of my stories are about consulting is that's where I learned a
Mm.
lot during the 15 years I was doing consulting. Those were my formative years, and I got a lot out of it. But this story would be this: I was doing a sales presentation with a different partner in the room,
Hmm.
uh, and it was a long sales presentation, so we took a break in the middle. And during the break, this partner said, "You're doing great, but stop joking so much. Stop making fun of yourself. Stop making fun of the company. They pay us a lot of money. They don't want to think we don't know what we're doing." And so I swore to him I would do that. The problem is Sometimes I use humor as a defense mechanism.
Mm.
And so the second half of that presentation was worse than the first half. And eventually, this partner who was facing me turned and faced away from me. And I just thought, why, stop doing that. Uh, we got in the car. We had driven together, sadly, and we're driving back to the office. And he didn't say anything for a while. And I was literally going through my mind about how I was going to explain to my wife that I just lost what was my dream job. Uh, but after a while, he finally said, "You know what? I take back what I said. Uh,
Mm.
I've never seen someone present quite like you, but it worked. The client loved it. And we
Okay,
did win
cool.
that, by the way, eventually. Um, and again, it was like letting me loose. I had
Mm.
been trying to be like other consultants
Great.
who were very serious and
Mm.
gave pure presentations that weren't pretty exciting, but certainly got the points across. I was trying to be like them, and this gave me permission to be
To be
my
you.
authentic self. And
Yes.
and that worked for me for the rest of my career, being myself and not trying to be somebody else.
Because many leaders think executive presence is really about being polished or having charisma. How do you define executive presence? And what is the most common misconception you have to break?
Well, I think you touched on one of the most common misconceptions that hold people back, uh, because that's pretty standard. People believing it's your physical presence, your polish, as you say,
Mm.
um, and that's because your physical presence is something people can see, and
Yes.
so uh, they look at you, and the best way to see you is in front of a crowd doing a presentation.
Mm.
Um, so people conflate that with actual executive presence. That's why there's so many presentation skill courses because they think they can build executive presence doing that. My definition is much broader than that. For me, executive presence is your ability to cause an instant reaction from other people, a positive reaction, inspiring
Okay.
reaction. And the thing is, you can train that. It's not, some people think, oh, you got it or
Oh.
you don't, but that's not true because executive presence is a sustainable set of skills and behaviors that, that you can train, right?
Mm.
So
Okay.
presence is, is what connects you to other human beings. Human connection, it is, in my opinion, the secret to executive presence, but it's also, in my opinion, the secret to success in general.
I'm going to push you to teach me one practical habit today that I could instantly improve how I will show up better, how to improve, how to show up better in meetings, Zoom, or in boardroom. What would it be?
Well, let's just do Zoom since you're here. I would recommend a few things. One, reposition your camera so you're right up at the top of the frame so that
Okay.
you have more presence, and so you can use your hands better as part of your communication. I believe the most effective way to connect with other people through Zoom is to use your authentic background.
What has drawn you to come and join us?
A coach recommended I join, and I have enormous respect for this particular coach. So I
Okay.
looked into it, and the only thing that caused me, I looked into it and joined that same day based on nothing more than the quality of the coaches that are members. And I've never seen an organization with a coaching organization or any other organization with that strong a lineup.
Sam, I know you're new to ACC. You have not looked at unique opportunities that ACC might offer um, to help you expand your reach or influence in your journey or business. So, what could be some of the unique opportunities that you might tap into in the future?
Well, I plan to take advantage of all the value and opportunities that come from ACEC. But initially, my answer is pretty clear, and that's peer dialogue,
Mm,
community, networking, relationships, and interactions. I recently had a client that that I work with who had some issues in a particular space that I didn't feel qualified for. So I just asked CB for a couple people that are qualified in that space. She gave me 3 people, and I reached out to them and referred my client on to them with absolute confidence that they would, even though I hadn't worked with them, that they would be excellent coaches for my client. And, that's just, I've only been in the group for a few months, and, I've already gotten value out of it, so
I
I'm
love
pretty
it.
happy with ACC.
I love it. I love it. Sam, thank you. Thank you for bringing your wisdom, your energy, and your authenticity to this conversation. Um,
You're
yeah, I think you've shown us that presence isn't about politics or performance. It's about connection, and that's very important, clarity and integrity. And for those listening and viewing, if you'd like to learn more about ACC and connect with extraordinary coaches like Sam, visit visit our website, acc-association.org for more information. And subscribe to our channel. More Coaches Spotlight coming your way. Thank you again, Sam.
Thank you for having me.